Hi. Today was my first day back to work after a very long transformational period, and it was nice. It was nice to get back into the groove of things, and a little overwhelming with the amount of tasks that were just kind of there and waiting to be addressed, but still looking at all of that with grace and gratefulness. I would be lying if I said that my attention was elsewhere. Being a Gemini, I think, and just being who I am, when that passion just kind of sits and it's there and you have a taste for it again, that you just, it's been a while that you experience the rush and the love in what you do, and just that creative energy, the ability to know that, or the knowing that you have the ability to create is really beautiful and passionate. It can be passionate. And this morning, I really explored a little bit about what I would foresee as being a challenge. The morning meditation it felt really good. It felt really peaceful. But then at the same time, I just wanted to prepare myself. And so I ended up buying a tarot deck over the last week, and just kind of seeing what that's all about. And this one stood out to me. I don't know if you can see that one. Maybe I should put it closer. There we go. It's just beautifully done. And the back side has the Fool, which apparently is like the first card of the deck, right? The whole tarot thing is about the journey of the Fool and the transformation. And so I shuffled, and the question I asked was, what would be my challenge for today? And the Ace of let's see if it shows. Yeah. The Ace of Wands, which apparently stands for desire and energy, the spark of life and creation, strength, action, and enthusiasm, spiritual enlightenment and intuition, truth and authenticity, burning away obstacles, starting new projects. Yeah. So it just one of those moments where you're just like, you thought about it, you felt it, you've been feeling it, right? And then you see this, another validation of just where I'm at and listening to my intuition. And the whole morning I was just so distracted thinking, I want to work on projects, I want to create, I want to experience that rush and that just the passion of putting all of your energy into this one task that you know will bring joy not only to yourself but to others. So that was my morning. I really struggled with that. I reached out to a really good friend of mine and bounced some ideas off of him, and he has a good sound mind, and I appreciate him and love him very much. And we had a good dialogue during my break, and just making sure I was making a sound choice instead of rushing and being impulsive, which I can be sometimes. So it's been a while that I felt that passion. And when you have a taste of something that you haven't had in such a long time, you're just drawn to it. So anyways, I was this close to like leaving my job. Not to say that what I do doesn't matter, because it so does, and I'm so grateful, and I love the people I work with. The impact that they have had in my life has been it's been amazing. There's so much that I can potentially do there by influencing, creating positive change. And it's just a matter of looking at the work that I do in a different light, being grateful for that blessing, and honoring it as best as I can. And really finding this balance, right, with myself and my role and the responsibilities, because it's all been about balance, and it's also been about my self-worth, and just the things that knowing that I have a choice to walk away, knowing that I have the freedom to walk away is so empowering, versus feeling like you're caught in a cage that you've created for yourself, or feeling like other people put you there. It's just once you move past that, and once there's that realization that, what, I have control, I can choose. And will it be uncomfortable? Maybe, possibly, most likely, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that's just a pretty amazing, it's just an amazing experience, and the outcome, of course, is always rewarding, no matter how big, no matter how small. Being grateful for that transformation and that influence in your life. So with that said, there's definitely been an individual on my mind for a while, that has been an instrument in my, shouldn't say an instrument, maybe he's been instrumental in my growth, in my progress, in my transformation, and the realization that I had today with how we use our energy, and how past hurts, because I was still hurting. It still influences, right? Without even knowing the energy that I give off. And although it wasn't much that I was giving off, I still felt it. I felt the negativity coming out, and so I wanted to, I had to really sit with it for a little bit and think to myself, if the bigger picture is us finding a way to create that sense of balance, not just for ourselves but for each other, out of unconditional love, what am I doing right now in this moment that is either contributing to that bigger cause or creating more of a separation, and I was just reflecting on that, and decided to take the time, to take the moment to send positive and healing and loving thoughts, and hope that, whatever this individual is going through, that everything will be okay, despite me being hurt, and me just letting that go, right? Me just letting that go. Being gentle with myself and others, with my energy. So sometimes we have to really take a step back when we get triggered, and realize that when we get triggered, it's because we see something in ourselves that we also don't like, right? The other person is being a mirror, and reflecting back to us something that doesn't sit well with us, something that is unresolved, and we just hadn't paid attention to it, made the time for it, and or made the choice to find peace, and letting it go, letting the baggage go, the emotional baggage. So I'm going to meditate. I'm going to take that time and recognize that, own it, own those negative feelings that I had before, transform that, and just send out positive vibes. So that was it. Yeah.